We are here with Nelsom Kim. Would you consider this your premiere of your film here in Los Angeles?
It's certainly the sort of official theatrical release premiere, definitely. We've been playing the festival circuit for the last year, but very happy to be opening at the Arena here in Hollywood. So.
Now, you're the writer-director of someone else. Tell us a little bit about the backstory of the film.
The backstory of the film is it's my first film as a writer and director, my first feature film. It's a story about two Korean-American cousins in New York City, sort of diametric opposites in personality. One's played by Aaron Yu, the other by Leonardo Nam. And it's what happens when these two very different cousins end up sharing an apartment together in New York City. So the backstory is that I was looking for a story to tell for my very first feature film, and I stumbled onto an old French film from 1959 called The Cousins, Les Cousins, which had a very similar plot idea. So I kind of I borrowed the basic idea of these two cousins, one sort of a city boy, one's a country boy, and what happens when they end up living together, and sort of injected it with things that were personal to me, issues that I wanted to explore, themes that I wanted to experiment with. So I always say the story is not really autobiographical, but it is deeply personal. I mean, nothing in the story really happened to me personally, but it definitely deals with emotional and psychological things that are familiar to me from my 20s. Right. You know, so.
Wow. Yeah. So I heard that. Would you consider it a dark film, or would you consider it? Depends on how the perspective of the film goer.
I'd have to say, objectively speaking, it's a pretty dark film. It's I wrote it that way, and then it's very easy to get sort of caught up in the tunnel of making something. So then you don't really realize the effect it's going to have until it's finished, and you can sort of step back from it and look at it a little more objectively. And certainly, seeing it with an audience, I realized this is a very dark, very intense film in a way that surprised me. I think pleasantly, because that was the original intention. But then, yeah, I would say it definitely goes into some dark places.
Cousin! Will always knew how to talk to people.
Did you feel that?
And everyone loved him for it. Whatever it was you were looking for. Everything you needed was there.